What's going on, Jerome's? So, of course, quarterback one for the Minnesota Fighting Vikings is J.J. McCarthy, right? And knocking down all the wood, ay Dios mío. Hopefully he stays healthy. There's no alien abductions. But, of course, things happen, right? And we can't have one alien abduction derail this season, especially with the squad. So that's why backup quarterback is very important for the Vikings this season. Now, I love me some UDFA Max Brosmer. I actually feel like there's something there. You could honestly make a case that Brosmer's been the second best quarterback in training camp so far, but of course, pump the brakes, right? We'll see what happens in preseason, and I feel like we're a couple years away. Brosmer, you can probably get him on the practice squad. See what he can do in the next year or two, right? Don't want to rush things, but there certainly could be something there, especially given his high football IQ, given his accuracy, given all that stuff. So right now, the backup quarterback battle is Slingin' Sam Howell, a.k.a. Quarter of Korea's quarterback, former fifth-round pick out of UNC, spends his time with the Commies, traded for him from Seattle at the back end of the draft, and also Brett Rippin-Ass, right? So Brett Rippin-Ass, basically the Vikings chose him, a former Bears backup, had a solid training camp preseason with Chicago last year over the Mormon missile, Jaren Hall. Oh, we get Jaren Hall back. Yeah, why not? Right. But overall, even though it's been the Kevin O'Connell Center for quarterbacks who can't throw good and want to learn how to do other stuff too, it's been less than ideal, right? Howell does have this reputation for being careless with the football, as evidenced by throwing 21 picks as a full-time starter in 2023, and that's been par for the course. Brett Rippin, I feel like Rippin is a perfectly fine quarterback 3, but I don't know if you want him as a primary backup. You know what I mean? And Rippin, I don't mind pineapple on pizza. I feel like this is America. You put whatever you want on pizza. You can put a whole pineapple on pizza. I don't care. I don't care at that point. But basically, obviously it's early in camp, but it's been less than reassuring at the quarterback 2 spot. Right. And long story longer, Alec Lewis, the Athletic, did up a 53-man roster projection, which some of the spots, running back 3, wide receiver 5 and 6, cornerback 6, go check it out. But for quarterback, he's got Rippin on the roster as quarterback 2 and out for Sam Howell and Brosmer. Now, Brosmer will probably be on the practice squad, but also the Vikings carrying only 2 quarterbacks, so no third emergency quarterback. Interesting. Saturday was McCarthy's best practice. He commanded A backup situation is fluid, moist. Howell performed better throughout the majority of Monday's practice, but then a throw into traffic resulted in a tipped interception. Rippin must prove he can be consistently accurate to earn the job, and it's always possible Minnesota could look externally. Brosmer's confidence and consistency are nothing to scoff at either. The rookie has been rock solid and would be a shoo-in as a practice squad candidate. Also, part of me is just like, hey, if Howell and Rippin are ass, thank you. Why not just have Brosmer as quarterback 2? Have him be our de facto Brock Purdy from back in the day, except he wasn't drafted, even though he got more guaranteed money on his rookie deal, which is kind of funny. Let's just roll with it, right? J.J. McCarthy and Brosmer, or something like that. I don't know. But overall, there are some reasons for optimism, right? So, obviously, first season for Ass Howell hasn't been great. Right, and also this is the first camp for Brett Rippin-Ass, remember, because he was with Chicago last year, so even though he was with the Vikings last season, this is the first full off season, so he is still learning the Kevin O'Connell offense, which is a complex quarterback offense. It is a quarterback-friendly offense, but, there's a lot of moving parts in there, right, and it's a departure from the style of offense that both of them have played in before, right? Also, you're facing the floor's defense every single day, right, and so generally it's best versus best, whatever, but sometimes Howell with the second team offense face the first team defense. Sometimes Rippin with the third team offense face the first team defense. It happens, right? Also, let's not scoff at the second and third team defense, because Florida's going to bring the thunder. He don't give an F whether it's the first team, third team, practice team, whatever team, right? Junior high team, he's going to bring the heat, right? So it's got to be tough to look good when you're against a defense, sometimes the best of the best, where they're just in your grill every single snap, every single day. It's rough, right? Also, plenty of time left, right? So we're about a third of the way through training camp. We still have a joint practice with the Patriots stuff, all 3 preseason games. So one of these guys may just step on up and everything will be fine. And also, Max Brosmer rising. if Brosmer comes out and balls on preseason, I don't discount the possibility that he could win the quarterback 2 job almost by default because these two have been so just a mishmash of ass. Thank you. Right. And of course, I know it's always sexy looking outside, but I don't know. Like the funniest outcome would be Daniel Jones ends up back on the Vikings. Right. So the Vikings could look at some quarterback competitions, and a lot of teams keep 2 quarterbacks, some keep 3, but it could be a spot where a player is going to be cut or a player is going to be tried to jettison down in the practice squad, and you put in a claim or you make a small trade, late round draft pick swappy. So, I mean, there could be some names. I mean, Daniel Jones would be the funniest one, honestly. Right? He picked the Colts and like, hey, I have the better chance to win the competition with Indy. Nope, I lose to Anthony Richardson. Yeah. Also, the Colts pick up the tab on most of that contract. That's the deal with most of this as well, by the way. Bailey Zappi in KC. You got Minshew as a backup with the Chiefs. Aiden O'Connell with the Raiders. They got Geno in place there. Nick Mullins. Bring him on back. Bring back that love and feeling with the Chargers. So Heineke looks to be the primary backup for Herbert, but no pants for Trey Lance. I don't know. Maybe he looks good in the Hall of Fame game tomorrow. Who knows? Jameis. So the Giants have already said Russell Wilson's starter. They believe in Jackson Dart. Could Jameis be available? I mean, speaking of quarterbacks who can't take care of the damn football, I don't know. Tanner McKee with the Eagles. Possibly. I mean, he looked good in the spot start last year. Then in Washington behind Jaden Daniels, you got Marcus Mariota and Josh Johnson. One of them should be available, right? So bring in a veteran like that. I would prefer Mariota versus Josh Johnson because Josh Johnson's like 43, and also he's played for every single team. But in Chicago, behind Caleb, you got Case Keenum, run it back, as well as Tyson Bagent, which Bagent might actually be the best quarterback on the roster. I don't know. The pride of Shepherd doing some damn thing. Here's how the Caleb Williams era is going to end in Chicago. Ben Johnson, not this year, maybe next year. It'll just be like Tyson Bagent's our starting quarterback. And then Caleb just comes and be his J.J. McCarthy's backup. Kirk Cousins, we're not paying that contract. I mean, Atlanta's going to be sucking up most of the money, but nah. Michael Pratt, or Kyle Trask with the Buccaneers. I prefer Pratt, the pride of Tulane. Second-year quarterback. Jabroni Brisket is the backup in Arizona to Kyler. I don't know if he'd be able to, if we'd be able to get him from Monty Ossenford. And then you got 2 backups. Teddy Bridgewater. Hey, Teddy, who's actually young still for a backup. And also with his alleged suspension, I mean, he's going to have some free time this fall. So I don't know. And then Tannehill, who's out of football last year, but just sort of omnipresent. Now, I hope it doesn't come down to that. Hopefully, Howell or Rippon can right the ship and can look good as being the primary backup. But remember, I'm not discounting the Max Prosper season. Come on. Ski your mom or something like that. Yeah, but either way, JJ's the guy. Hopefully nothing happens. But in this league, you have to have a good backup quarterback. And the Vikings, it's been kind of iffy right now. So hopefully someone steps up. That's all. Anyways, your thoughts are thoughts. Backup quarterback concern? Question mark. Let us know. Comment section. You guys are the best to do. Skull production value.